NASCAR Throwback Weekend at Darlington has been a staple of the schedule since 2015. At first, it was a great addition to modern NASCAR. It celebrated the legendary schemes of the past and highlighted some of the sport's most iconic drivers. But lately, Throwback Weekend has gotten less creative. Whether it's because of the door number change, drivers repeating the same throwback, or because some drivers aren't participating, and sometimes it just comes down to pure laziness and corporate sponsors. Now, some drivers think this is due to everyone covering every iconic scheme, which is true to an extent. But there are still some iconic schemes that haven't been run yet. So today, I'm going to highlight 15 throwback schemes that I want to see in the near future. The first throwback I want to see is a proper Ricky Craven throwback. Not whatever JTG Daugherty and Ricky Stenhouse did in 2021. I want a proper throwback to Ricky Craven. He deserves better than this. This scheme was involved in arguably NASCAR's defining moment of the 2000s, and this scheme deserves to be recognized and appreciated. The next throwback is to Kevin Harvick's planned debut car. For those of you that don't know, Kevin Harvick was supposed to debut in the number 30 AOL car in 2001 for RCR. He was supposed to run 7 races that year and then go full-time in 2002. But with the death of Dale Earnhardt, he had to jump right into the Cup Series and drive the rebranded 29 car. And the rest is history. The 30 car would eventually show up in 2001 at Fontana and was given to the 2000 Busch Series champion Jeff Green. I know Harvick technically ran a throwback to this car in 2023, but Sonny D ruined it. So once again, I want to see a proper throwback to this car. Now for this next one, it's kind of a 2-for-1 package deal. I want to see the original Furniture Row scheme along with the all-black scheme. The original Furniture Row scheme is representative of a time where they were just starting parkers with Kenny Wallace and Joe Nemechek. And what a long way they came with the iconic all-black Furniture Row car. Plus, the all-black car really needs some love. Truex ran this half-baked throwback in 2021 and it just didn't hit the same. Now I think a perfect candidate to run these schemes is Spire Motorsports. After all, the number font they use is basically the exact same as the one Furniture Row used. The next one I want to see is a throwback to Terry Labonte and his 1984 championship winning car. Now a lot of people know about Labonte's 96 championship because he beat Jeff Gordon with only 2 wins as opposed to Gordon's 10. But he actually has 2 titles to his name. In 1984, Labonte had to beat Harry Gant, who was coming on strong late in the season, but Labonte was able to prevail over Gant. Now this scheme is largely forgotten in history, mainly because it's before NASCAR's boom period. But this scheme deserves more recognition than what it gets, and I think that this would be a great addition to Throwback Weekend at some point. Another throwback I want to see is for a scheme that never ran. It is Dale Earnhardt's blue GM Goodwrench car. For those that don't know, the original color of the Goodwrench car was supposed to be blue, but Richard Childress did not like it and said that it didn't suit Dale at all, and to be fair, Richard Childress was right. So they chose to roll to black instead, and the rest is history. But this brings up a big what if. Imagine every iconic Dale Earnhardt moment with a blue GM Goodwrench car, and not the iconic black and silver. Now even though this scheme did not run, I think it would be cool just to see it on track. Next on my list is a throwback to Mark Martin and his remarkable 2009 comeback season. Mark Martin's first retirement came in 2006. After the 06 season, Martin scaled his role back to a part-time basis, and then in 2009, Rick Hendrick would hire Martin to replace Casey Mears on the 5 team, and this formed the Hendrick Motorsports Super Team. As we all know, Martin went on to have a really good season and ended the season second in points for the 5th time in his career. This scheme is most likely going to be run at some point, especially with Kyle Larson running through the whole Kellogg's catalog of schemes, but I would rather see it sooner than later. Now this one is probably a given, but Dale Jr.'s Budweiser 8. Now I'm sure a lot of you have seen this coming, so I'm going to keep it short. Dale Jr. himself has the rights to the DEI 8 font and can probably lease it out to Kyle Busch and RCR and they can run it. Make it happen. Another Dale Jr. scheme here, but his Amp Energy car from 2008. Now this scheme probably lives in infamy among Junior fans, as these were some of his worst seasons. But we can't deny that this car is simply beautiful. Easily one of the best looking schemes in all of NASCAR. Now I know a lot of Junior fans probably don't want to see this car again, but I do. And I think at some point it would look great on a modern NASCAR Cup car. The 9th throwback on this list is Chase Elliott's 2014 Nationwide Series Championship scheme. Honestly, I would rather have this car as Elliott's primary car rather than a throwback, but I digress. He has the same sponsor, the same number font as when he won that 2014 championship, so this shouldn't be that hard. I think this car would look great, and while being kind of a recent throwback, I still think it would look cool. But maybe wait 5 more years for it though. You know we have to have a Jeff Gordon throwback on here at some point, and I am choosing Jeff Gordon's 2000 Winston Special scheme. As a Gordon fan, this is one of my favorite schemes he ever ran. It's wildly different, but I love it and it would look great as a throwback. The next throwback on my list is Brad Keselowski's 2010 Rookie 12 car scheme. This car was supposed to be the Verizon car if you couldn't tell by the livery, but due to Sprint having exclusive sponsorship rights in the Cup Series, it ended up being the Penske 12 car. This car looked cool in 2010, and with Brad's retirement probably coming up very soon, I would like to see this car on his retirement tour. Number 12 on my list is Jimmy Johnson's Power of Pride car from 2001. This was the car that Jimmy Johnson made his debut in. It surprises me that no one has ran this scheme or anything like it. It's simple, but it's just a good looking car, and it would be great as a throwback. Alex Bowman would be the obvious candidate because he literally drives the 48 car. Let's just hope Ally and their corporate greediness doesn't mess this up. The next throwback is Jeff Gordon's infamous T-Rex car. This car was insanely good looking, but also insanely illegal. The car was so fast that NASCAR told him to never run it again. No one as far as I know has run a throwback to this car, and I think it would be a good throwback to run at some point. Closing out with 2 Dale Earnhardt schemes, the first one is one that never ran, and it is his 24 Hours of Daytona tribute to Corvette racing. Dale Earnhardt was supposed to run this car at the Summer Daytona race in 2001, but obviously and tragically he never got the chance. This car would have looked great on track, and it's a shame that we never got to see it. But who knows, maybe with the power of Throwback Weekend, someone can bring this scheme to life. And finally, the last throwback I want to see is Earnhardt's Rainbow Special. This car is so wildly different from the dark Intimidator car we were used to, and is instead a rainbow tie-dye car. The car itself is very vibrant and eye-catching, and I can't help but feel as if it would be a great addition to Throwback Weekend at some point. Well, that's going to do it for today, guys. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. I'm trying to hit 4,000 by the end of the year. Comment, follow me on Instagram. Thank you to my channel members, and I will see you guys next week for another video. Y'all have a good one.